day. You know, it takes a special kind of person to do something like that. You know, to give away food and cars and medical supplies. You know, Michael was sending medical supplies to underprivileged countries. Nobody knew how big of a giver Michael Jackson was. Sometimes he would do a concert and give his entire proceeds to charities. I mean, he would do the concert and give all of his proceeds to charity. That's some kind of man.
Real.
He was real. He was real. And very misunderstood by a lot of people. When you are a genius, it's hard to just walk in regular water. Because when you're at a genius status, a lot of people can't comprehend your level of intelligence.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
You know? And the purity that was in Michael was what made him different from a lot of people in the world. Because God blessed him with a gift. And believe it or not, if God didn't want him to touch the people that he did, he would have never blessed them the way that he did. I still don't believe that it was time for him to go home. You know, we all have a number. We got to answer to our number one day. But I don't think that Michael went on his own. I don't think he said, okay, I'm ready to commit suicide. I think that Dr. Conrad Murray, with the trial coming up on January the 4th of 2011, will have to answer some concrete questions and go through some concrete controversial testimony. And I believe that it's going to be a very sensitive case that's going to affect the whole wide world. This is the biggest case to me of the century.
Yeah, that's right.
And you see what happened to the people that was on the Anna Nicole case. These doctors are getting ready to go to jail.
Yesterday's newspaper.
They're going to jail. They're going to jail. So, involuntary manslaughter, to me, should not be, this should be second-degree murder. Because Michael never had a choice in deciding on whether he wanted to live or die. When you are in the hands of a doctor and they are administering you medication, especially propofol, there's certain criteria that need to be met in order to use something that you should be using in a surgical environment. And that's what makes a difference in this case. I'm asking for every fan and supporter and group to support the Jackson family. My regards go out to the entire Jackson family. And right now they need our support. I mean, how devastating is that to wake up and get a phone call that you lost your loved one? And your loved one is the biggest entertainer in the world. In the world. There's not one place in the world, not one place you can go to the deepest jungles across wherever in the world. They know who Michael Jackson is. Everybody in the world, he was more popular than any president in the United States of America. Okay? This was a very, very popular man with a very, very extraordinary gift. And his gift was charisma. He was like the Pied Piper of Hamlet. He had charisma. He had dancing talents. He had singing talents. Not only that, he was a philanthropist. He was a great humanitarian and an enormous, gigantic, and that's an understatement, giver. So I said all that to say this. The last court date they just had, they didn't do a whole lot. It was just getting everything together, getting ready for the preliminary hearings on January the 4th of 2011. Everybody will take a break right now. We'll have Thanksgiving, we'll have Christmas, and come January the 4th, we'll start the preliminary hearing of the wrongful death of Mr. Michael Joseph Jackson. So, let's just, to everybody out there that's watching the show right now, we need your prayers. I need your prayers. You know, hit me on Facebook, join me on Facebook, Eddie Jones Jr. on Facebook, and send your prayers out. Send your love out. You know, not just for what we're doing with the Jackson County, but what we're doing with Mr. Page, and what we're doing with our internship here, and what we're doing with our elections, our politics, and what we're doing with our classes that we teach on civil rights, and everything that we're doing, because it all needs prayer. That's the bottom line. Now, I don't claim to be anyone special, but I am a child of God. Amen?
Amen.
I'm a child of God. And I will not choose any kind of way to be treated or any kind of way to act as long as God orders my steps. I will do everything in my power to fight for civil, constitutional, human, and amendment rights. Because if we don't exercise our rights, then we won't have any rights at all. I'm going to leave you with just a short, and you know, and I thank God for the calling on my life. You know, because on the Los Angeles Civil Rights Association, we talk about it all. And you heard it today. You know, and we have our amendment rights, and I would just like for you to read, if you don't mind, our Fifth Amendment right. If you don't, nice and loud, please, our Fifth Amendment right. I want you to hear this. Please, can you read it with that, please? This is your Fifth Amendment right. Please listen to this. It's important.
Yeah. Okay, Amendment number 5. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land of naval forces or in the militia when in actual service in time of war or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation.
Well, that's our Fifth Amendment right. Thank you very much. I want to thank our guests on the show, you know, Mr. Page. Thank you so much for coming on, Mr. Page. Jasmine, our intern, thank you so much for being here today. Fred, you're running for office in 2012. You're running for the DA seat in 2012. It's right around the corner. Yes.
I don't know if a lot of you are aware, there'll be the sentencing hearing this Friday at the Criminal Courts Building for the officer that shot Oscar Grant. If you can, the hearing is at 8 o'clock Friday morning. Judge Roger Perry is the presiding judge.
Okay, wait a minute, hold on before we okay. Also two. Vote. Let me give you the Democratic ticket.
Vote.
You gotta vote. Everybody say something. Vote. Say vote. Get out there and vote. Right, Josh?
Correcto.
Hey, Josh, tell everybody what you do, Josh.
You can check me out at number1artwork.com. If you need any business cards, websites, to anything digitally printed to market your business, we could do that, and we'd be glad to help.
All right, now look, the Democratic ticket, California Democratic Party official endorsements. Governor Jerry Brown, Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom, Secretary of State Deborah Bowen, Controller John Chang, Treasurer Bill Locker, Attorney General Kamala Harris, Insurance Commissioner Dave Jones, like Eddie Jones, I'm just messing with you, and Superintendent of Public Instruction Tom Torlakson. Now, on Proposition 19, the Democratic vote is neutral. You can vote yes if you want to, or you can vote no. There's no wrong answer on that. Proposition 20, vote no. Proposition 21, vote yes. Proposition 22, vote no. Proposition 23, no on 23. That's for the Fresh Air Act. Proposition 24, yes on Proposition 24, ends a $1.3 bill tax giveaway to corporations. We ain't giving the corporation no more free money, okay? We already billed them out, okay? Proposition 25, yes. Proposition 26, no. And last but not least, Proposition 27, yes. Repeal Schwarzenegger's Republican reappointments. And that's, if you vote yes on 27, we'll never see Arnold Schwarzenegger in office again.
All right.
All right, stop here. We don't want him running California.
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 Oh, and a side note, I don't know if anybody everybody has seen Meg Whitman's one of her commercials, and I guess she's like, oh well, such and such years ago, like that's when I moved to California because it was so prosperous, what have you. And it's like that was the same time Jerry Brown was governor. Are you like seriously? You just said that's why you moved here when he was governor.
That's
so,
commercial.
Yeah,
You know,
seriously.
they are spending billions. This is the highest money that has ever been used on elections in the history of the elections. It's no longer $1 million election, it's a $1 billion election. So we're about to get out of here in just a few seconds. I just want to see if I can get this going here. You know, and I always say this, whatever you do, the only limit in life is the one that you put on yourself, so let there be no limits. Whatever you do, don't let anybody steal your joy. You got to keep your joy. Now remember, I always tell you, remember the 5 C's. The five C's are cool, calm, collective, and composed, and compassion for whoever's making you upset. The 5 C's. Remember the 5 C's. Cool, calm, collective, and composed, and compassion for whoever's making you upset. You are on the Los Angeles Civil Rights Association Speaks Out. I'm Eddie Jones, your host. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Mr. Page. Thank you, Jazz. And we're going to listen to our song, and we're going to be out of here. To everybody, have a very happy Halloween. You see I got on my Halloween shirt. Right now, I'm playing, the character I am today, I'm playing the character of the Mafia. All right. Isn't that great, That's my character for this Halloween, the Mafia. The mob boss. All right. God bless you guys. Have a great week. I love you. Take care. All right. Do you feel like you got your words out? Yeah, thank you so much. What time is it, Josh?
10:40. 40.
Okay, cool. No drops?
In the beginning it was. I'll tell you about it.
We can never be satisfied as long as the Negro is the victim of the unspeakable horror of police brutality.
Okay, we're out of here. Okay, hey, thank you guys. I had such a ball. I didn't have any water on the show today. I was like, where's my water?